Try it. Zachary and his father Matthew approached me to just ask if I would help. I work a lot as an arranger and a pianist and sometimes producer. So of course I said yes. We're close friends, I love them. And it's filled a lot of really interesting holes in my own education musically because Zachary has such a broad musical taste and I think sees very intensely how everything's connected.
I think one of the biggest challenges of this album for me is the disparate demands that each repertoire brings to the table. And how do I, as Zachary Wilder, who really makes his bread and butter doing Baroque music and opera, how do I make all these things work together? And so for me, this has been really fun to open up this toolbox that I had to kind of dust off that I don't always get to show.
Rob has a genius, and to be able to watch the generations come together this way on a project that is filled with so much intelligence and so much music, so much history, it's so unique. This is a unicorn, so to speak. We've created a unicorn together.
Good in general, right?
I couldn't have asked for a better partner in this adventure. And what's the real magic, though, is when you actually get to sit down and then people start actually playing what's on the page. And that's when you really get to discover what magic he's created. And it's been amazing. I mean, he just completely exceeded my expectations.
That's great. Yeah. I think, any complaints?
No. A couple of nautical things that we can do.
Just friends, lovers no more.
Musically, in sound and feeling, there's a concept, there's a strong concept. It's about his memories and about stories that he's heard of family musical evenings among his great uncles and aunts and cousins and so forth. So for him, this is a little bit of a tribute to that. It's like a living room concert. So the way that we're putting it together, we have a wonderful quartet. Matt Beck on guitars, David Fink on upright bass, Mark McLean on drums, myself, I play piano, and then we'll do a small string section, about 14 people, fantastic musicians. So it's really been fun for everyone.
We loved, we laughed, we cried, and suddenly love died. The story ends, and we're just friends.
I ended up talking with some of my cousins and was so inspired by their story about these evenings that they would have together, where all these different family members who played different instruments and who weren't professionals but were playing at very high level would get together and they would make music, and they would make all sorts of different types of music together, like classical, like Schubert or Mozart, but then also some Yiddish theater music or jazz or pop music from the era. And I thought it was really interesting that, this music played such an integral part of their lives, but it also was kind of a mirror of this sort of immigrant experience. So it's a very personal story, but it's also a story that's larger.
That old Bilbao moon, that old Bilbao moon, down where we used to go. Who remembers the words?
The project is deeply rooted in love and history. It runs so deep, and Zachary is at the peak of his powers, and that makes me fly.
I don't know if it would have brought you joy or grief, but it was fantastic. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. Beyond
What's most interesting is to perform this music for people. I'm a performing artist, and I'm also a recording artist, but for me, this is a vehicle to reach people that I wouldn't normally be able to reach, while also introducing or revisiting the variety of music and the musical life that my family had, and so I hope it touches people, and that they take something away from it, and maybe relate to it from something from their own lives and their own families.
So that the tune goes.
You have to
Does it go close for the sound?
I don't think so.
That old Bilbao moon, casting its golden glow